Attention, ladies and gentlemen. The Broc and Dawson Podcast is about to begin. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast, the Broc and Dawson Podcast, which is, you know what? It's the best podcast ever in the entire world, because here's why. Everywhere else, all they're talking about is politics. Will Trump get impeached? What's going on in Iran? What did Hillary Clinton do? I'm a professional podcast host, and you come here to this table, and you put in your earbuds, or you put us on the old speaker, and you know what? You get a whole lot of old-fashioned, just fun. Just mania. You just can come here. You can come here and you can just relax, maybe laugh, hopefully laugh. You can forget about your life stresses. And you can just, not focus on what makes you angry. Except for today, because we're going to be talking about pet peeves. Because I thought it would be a fun idea. That's the only reason. So we asked for your guys' pet peeves, and you guys, you had no shortage of pet peeves. And do any of us? I mean, we all get angry at the slightest thing, We're all just a bunch of maniacs. Speaking of maniac, have you seen my new clothes? The new drop for the KG Collective, Egomaniac, has been dropped. And I think it looks good. I like it. But I'm still not... I designed this one myself. You can tell because it is bland and simple and does not look like it took a lot of creative vision or artistic ability. That was all me. You're welcome. I'm trying to get better. It's going to take a long time because I'm not an artist. I've never claimed to be an artist. But I would like to just be able to design cool stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention, Talene was waiting to get his food. That's why he's not talking. And he just showed up, I believe. He opened the door, so we're just waiting for him. So the clothes are out. Go buy them. He's walking in the door. Talene, welcome.
Hello.
Your microphone's actually off.
Oh, okay.
It's on now.
Oh.
So you can talk. What's good, man?
Not much.
That's fine. I'm just talking about my clothes. I was just talking about how they don't look as fire as they probably should. But I'm just gonna try and get better, So I think at the time of me uploading this podcast, exactly 72 hours after, I'm going to take everything that I've made down from the store.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wait, so you
go
just
buy
came
your
out
stuff.
the new line of merch and you're going to get rid of it within
Go buy your stuff.
A week?
Go buy your stuff. Here's my plan. Because, people, they'll want to buy my stuff, but they'll put it in the back of their brain. And they'll be like, all right, I'll buy it, but I don't want to right now. And then they'll just forget, and they'll see somebody wearing it, and they'll be like, maybe I should buy that. I'll do it later, and they forget. So here's what I'm going to do for all you at home. I'm getting rid of everything I've made so far. You have 72 hours to buy it. I'm going to put it on social media, so this podcast isn't going to be the only way you hear about this. 72 hours. Buy it if you want it, because the only ones that are ever going to get made are whatever gets ordered. There's nothing else that exists, all right?
So like a
then,
drop kind of a thing.
Exactly. So from now on, you're going to have 72 hours to buy the thing from the store, every drop. And then it'll be gone from existence, never to be made again, making it exclusive. So go buy your clothes. It's not everyone needs clothes. Go buy it. teespring.com/stores/KG Collective. Go get your stuff. Support me. I need a new phone. My camera's busted, and I don't know how.
Your camera's busted?
My front camera is destroyed. Look at this. When I go to take a pic, it's like spiderweb cracked.
Oh, what the heck?
And it's not cracked. I don't know what happened. It just showed up like that.
That's your front camera?
Yeah, it's my front camera, so I can't take any pictures, which really dulls my life.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that's great. And then I just wanted to talk about my videos because, I don't upload ever. I've been overwhelmed with ideas, and when that happens, I don't do anything. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow, sounds like the perfect thing right there.
My brain starts firing on all cylinders, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do all this stuff, but I don't want to right now because there's so much stuff, and it's so overwhelming.
I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, then you're making videos and you have no ideas, and you're just like trying to copy other people's videos.
Exactly. It's killed. Like, I actually have ideas now. There's some fire videos on the way. All right? I'm buckling down. And this podcast, 100% was my fault because I was too lazy to record them. We recorded 2.
And didn't post them.
And I never posted them because I just am stupid. And I just feel like I need to give it my all because those 2 I was not. So you know what? You're just getting the best of the best nowadays. All right? And that's all I had. That's all I had for my back to school.
So you finished your little rant there?
Oh, we got so many rants, baby.
Oh,
I was just welcoming everybody.
We're just warming it up.
We're just warming it up, dude. I was just welcoming everyone and then giving them a little breakdown on what I've been doing and why I haven't been present, Mm-hmm. So, that was me. Do you have anything you want to say to him? Because now's your time to shine.
I don't know if I really have anything right now. We don't. I mean, we're not on the topic yet, so I don't know what to really speak about.
Are you ever going to make a YouTube channel? That's what I want to know.
Probably not, to be honest.
Dang. That's a disappointment to me.
I just don't see it as worth my time. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of time, and I don't really think I'd get much out of it, to be honest.
All right. That's fair. Okay. Well, so as I said before, we're just talking about pet peeves today because I actually have no idea why this topic popped into my head, but I just started thinking about things that ticked me off, and then I asked for your guys's, and you gave us some. So first, I'm going to talk about my pet peeves, and you can talk about yours if you came up with any.
All right.
Dawson said he had trouble thinking of his pet peeves, which I don't understand because I had trouble thinking of none.
I don't know. I just try not to let things get to me too much. I just can't think of a lot of things.
I am about to get fired up. Are you ready? I realized when people started sending theirs in, I realized that my pet peeves are like everyone has similar pet peeves, and mine are just so out there.
Ooh, they're out there? I'm not ready for this, I don't think.
Okay, here's my first pet peeve, and it's my biggest one. When I see people do this, I get upset, visibly. Stop posting pictures of babies on social media. That's my number one biggest pet peeve.
That's your number one pet peeve.
I hate it more than anything in the world. Because it's pointless. Why are you posting? And it's teenage girls that do it.
Oh, true, yeah. That does
girls.
Get to me.
They're posting pictures of like their nieces and nephews. Nobody cares.
I mean, I can see it if it's your own baby.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, when you're just constantly like posting and you don't give any context, half the time I think there's just all these pregnant teenage girls out there just having babies all over the place.
They just post pictures of them with a baby and they're like, OMG, it's so cute. Let me tell you something. Babies are worthless. They don't do anything, okay? They can't talk. They can't tell jokes. They can't tell stories. They can't even walk. They can't do tricks. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you post a video of a baby doing a backflip, then that will be impressive.
That would be pretty impressive, but I don't know how that's going to happen.
But don't film a baby just sitting there, rolling around, spitting, and put a little filter on it and think that you're some sort of, I don't even know what your motive is. And that's what I'm getting at. People counter me and they're like, Brock, I don't care to look at your merch or, your dumb face all the time on social media. And you know what I say to that? I have 3 motives when I post something on social media, all right? I have 3 motives. 1 is to promote the stuff that I'm making, which is most of the time. 2 is to, try and get girls to think that I'm cooler than I actually am. And that's most of the time as well. And 3, I'm just trying to make somebody laugh. Most of my Instagram pictures are just me being stupid. And if I just want to bless your feed through all these pictures of teenage girls wishing each other happy birthday, I just want to be that beacon of hope where you're like, that's funny. Mm-hmm. That's a funny post. That's what I'm trying to be. So those are my 3 motives. What are your motives for posting pictures of not your baby, but a baby? What are they?
I don't know.
What are you trying to gain?
I mean, I don't have a massive problem with it like you do. But I mean, I don't see a lot of the point behind it. But it doesn't get on my nerves that badly.
It gets on mine. Why do you post that? Why? It's not your kid. And even if it is, I don't care. Keep it to yourself. Keep your baby pictures to yourself.
I will say this is a really unique pet peeve.
I know. I understand that. I brought it up to some people the other day, and I got scolded. So that's my number 1 pet peeve. Number 2 is straws.
Straws.
Just in general. I hate straws, and I hate the idea of straws.
Why?
There's no reason for them to exist.
Picture you're in a car.
Okay.
Driving.
Okay.
Do you not want a lid on what you're drinking? And it's just going to spill
everywhere? You can have a lid.
But if you have a lid, you're going to take off the lid every single time you want to drink.
Okay, then just take a drink.
If you have a straw, you can drink while you drive.
You can drink.
Okay, don't drink and drive.
Talene promotes drinking and driving. Everyone, somebody clip that, please. No, dude, but listen. You can take a drink while you're driving. Not while you're driving. You probably shouldn't do it if you're...
Yeah, but like when you're at like a stoplight or something.
I think you can take a... I just drank a V8 while I was driving over here. Those things don't have lids.
But a straw, it's just so much better for stuff like that.
I think they're stupid. You know what? And they're bad for the environment too.
That is true.
Straws suck. They're bad for the environment. The plastic little lids that you get when you go to restaurants for cups, so dumb, dude.
Yeah, those do suck. I hate putting those on.
They're pointless.
Putting those on, honestly, is just a hassle every single time.
They just cost you more money. They pollute the environment, and there's no reason for them. Just drink your drink, or carry it in a bottle. There's no reason for straws. And let me tell you, if you use a straw, and I say this, as nice as I possibly can, you are dumb, and I don't want to be your friend.
Because they use a straw.
Because you use a straw. Because you don't think about how dumb using a straw is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Straws are pointless.
I'm honestly not following, to be honest.
Straws are horrible. What was my other one?
But if somebody's in, if they're in a restaurant that has lids and straws for their cups, they're gonna use the lid and straw. That doesn't make them stupid.
Why would you? Okay, if you're sitting down in a restaurant, okay, picture this. They bring you
not a sit down.
They bring you your drink and you're sitting down. And they bring you a straw. If you take that straw and you put it in the cup, you are a moron.
Okay, I can kind of see that one, but I'm just talking about plastic cups.
Even plastic. What scenario are you talking about?
I mean.
Yeah, paper. What are you talking about? What scenario are you saying?
I'm just saying, if you go to a McDonald's or something, you're just gonna go without the lid and the straw that are just right there for you.
I always do. I never use them.
I don't know. That's just... it's just normal to do that. It's not like you're, like,
and that's the problem. Society thinks it's normal to use straws. Let's end this. Let's end straws. I want you to send me a picture of you not using a straw. All right? We're starting a campaign, #NoStraws. If you post you with no straw on Instagram, you will win. I don't know what, but you will.
This is endorsed by Brock.
Endorsed by me. That's my 2024 campaign. I'm running for president, and my campaign is we're getting rid of straws because they're pointless.
I mean, they technically are pointless. They just got little
Celine,
holes on the end.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Those were my two, and I thought I had. Just thought of one. When people post about you on their story on Instagram for your birthday, you do not need to repost it on your story.
True, yeah. You're just telling everybody, hey, it's my birthday.
It's the most annoying thing because most of the people that follow you are probably going to follow that other person, and I don't want to see your face twice. Seeing it once is just enough.
Well, and then you fill up your story with like 25 different people posting about your birthday.
Okay, there's another one. If you put more than like 5 stories at once, you're dumb.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Knock it off. When I go to somebody's story and I see just the minuscule little story things, I instantly think this person is a moron. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I can't stand that at all.
It's
that
ridiculous.
is one thing. Literally going through stories on my phone. Like, I have a thing. I just can't stand when I have notifications or anything. And same with the stories. Like, I just can't stand when there's, like, all these unread ones. But going through them, you can't swipe through it and have it count them all as read.
Exactly.
You literally have to tap through every single one of those stupid things.
Yeah, so stop posting that many. All right? Stop it. Celine, do you have any personal pet peeves?
Personal pet peeves.
Just things that tick you off now that you're getting your...
I mean, I really was going to talk about that birthday one before you said it. One thing that I can't really stand either is when people, they make a post, then they post on their story, check out my recent with their post.
I do that with my clothes ones because I feel like sometimes my posts get lost in the feed, and so I have to put it on my story, and I feel like they're more likely to see it. But I understand, like, if it's your personal post, I don't care. But like I'm trying to traffic to my clothes because I want to make money.
But if you're just like posting photos of yourself, just like candid shots, and then you just are like, check out the recent.
Yeah,
you're
not as cool as you think. Can I just say, I just want to tell you what everyone else is thinking. You are not as cool as you think you are, and that goes for me too. I think I'm much cooler than I actually am. On social media, I make myself seem like a cool guy. I'm a loser, all right? And everyone else needs to realize that they are losers. Everyone is a loser, but some of us are just better at pretending we're not.
Great motivation right there. Everyone is a loser.
Take that away. Everyone, listen, once you realize that everybody is just a miserable person and we all have the same low self-esteem and we all hate ourselves and life. When we all realize that we're all on the same page, that is when we can achieve true happiness.
What is that? Just like everybody killing themselves at the same time?
No, because listen, people get depressed because they look at other people's lives and those people are pretending that their life doesn't suck and they're like, well, my life sucks and theirs doesn't. Why does my life suck? But you got to understand they are just as sad as you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
following now.
Just
before
understand.
I was like,
I've made this point before. Everybody sucks. Just understand that and try and deal with what you got. Okay?
Yeah, just because like you don't have like this in-style clothing and you're not with the best modeling poses on your Instagram so that you can just look the coolest, like that doesn't mean you're any less of a person than them.
Social media has just amplified just people pretending to have cool lives. It's just amplified it. And I am 100% guilty. I post on social media to make me look way cooler because you know what? I'm a teenage boy. Okay? And Instagram is basically a portfolio for dating. It's like a teenage dating app. As soon as I hear somebody's name, I look at their Instagram, and if it's not up to date and looks cool, I'm like, this guy is a loser. This is a stupid person.
Yeah, that's honestly true. Even though I try not to think of it that way, it honestly always comes down to that. Like,
Exactly.
if somebody just has like all their posts are from like over a year ago, and they're all just like
Exactly.
awful photos, like,
It's
I
like,
just
dude,
can't
you gotta,
take it.
you're just, people judge you on what your Instagram looks like. And I want you to know that. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, maybe I should update my Instagram, do it. Because people will like you more. Let me just say that.
I mean, it's not a good reason to do it, to be honest.
No, but if your Instagram looks cooler, statistically speaking, people will think you're cooler. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Now that we're all on the same page.
Oh, and another thing is, don't follow 3,000 people on Instagram either. It makes you look like an idiot.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. So how I follow 733 people, and I do not need to follow that many people. But I do. So I don't look at probably 75% of the stuff that my following posts. So if you are following like 3,000 people, I just don't understand.
Oh, I can't take it. I'm following 481, and like,
Gosh.
my feed is just full. Like, I can't even stand it most of the time. I was following like 200 for
Yeah, me
a
too.
while there. You were following like 100.
At one point I was following like 60 people.
Yeah, but now you're getting up there a little bit. But the people, like, everybody thinks you're cool if you have like at least 1,000 followers. But it's like, if you're following 3,000 people and you have 1,500 followers, you're just getting those followers because you're following them.
And that's
all
the
it
name of the
is.
game, baby. If I go to somebody's Instagram and they have over 1K, I'm like, they're legit. Like, people think they're nice. People think they're neat.
I honestly, if they're following more than they have followers, I don't think that.
I'm following way more than I have followers by like 100.
Okay, that's not way more. Like, if it's close, I can get it. But like, if you have like 500 or more following than followers, there's, I don't know. I
There's a
just
disconnect.
see that as like you're trying to make yourself look popular.
Yeah. that's social media, man. That's what it is. That's the whole game. All right. I'm trying to get out of here at 6:50 because I have to work out and I want to support.
work out.
I want to support the boys, and the basketball game starts at 7.
It's in Parowan.
I understand, but I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
Okay.
So I wanted to, just hurry and get this podcast, and then I'm gonna go home, and then I'm gonna watch the game, and then I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna work on a intro too.
An intro.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've been thinking about like making a dope intro for this, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. And in my brain, it sounds super awesome. So hopefully I have that done, and hopefully this goes up tonight because I just want to get it out there because it's been like 2 months since we put one out, and I've spent $40 on a podcast. So
I really hope that intro though is just gonna be like one of those like electronic dubstep things, where it's just like super loud and
no.
those awful things.
You'll
before
see what it
people's
is.
YouTube videos.
Oh, those are bad. Those are real bad. That's a
Yeah.
pet peeve. Okay, but we're just going to read through. You guys sent me so many. I was surprised when I put that on my Instagram. I did not expect this many because I just don't think people care enough to type stuff. But so the first one I got was when people stare.
When people stare. Yeah, that is kind of a pet peeve for me a little bit, but it's not like crazy bad. I don't know.
It just annoys me because I want to know why. Like if it's a stranger, I want to know why you're staring at me. Like if I'm staring at you, you either have to be extremely good looking or extremely odd looking. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sure it's because I'm odd looking, but I just want to know, it just bugs me because I want to know why. I want to know what feature they're staring at in particular. So I get it. I got you. But keep that in mind. This one was said like 5 times. It's people chewing with their mouth open.
Yeah, I'm honestly guilty of that.
Yeah,
I mean, not right now.
That was the first person I thought of was Talene does that.
I really tried to control it, but it's just like, I don't know. When I was younger, that's all I did was chew with my mouth open. And I've never really understood that whole pet peeve a lot, but I've tried to respect it and everything. But
Talene, you're telling me.
I have a problem.
So
okay?
pretend we're eating across from each other and pretend you're trying to enjoy your Costa Vida salad, but all you can look at.
Burrito.
Okay, your burrito. But all you can look at is just the smushed up saliva mixed salad that is currently being chewed in my mouth.
Okay, I don't go like.
Yeah,
like
but
that,
that's what they're saying. But like if I'm eating across from somebody and they're chewing with their mouth open, I can't eat because it's disgusting and I don't want to look at it. And I feel like they're slopping all over my food. And I don't want that. I want my food, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so that was a big one. That was a lot of people put that. And, like, noisy chewing and that kind of stuff, variations. So, next one. People who think they're too cool for everything and everyone. And then they also said, also when people bag on someone's names for their future children. Now, both of these were directed right at me. Because I said both of those things the other day to this person. I said I'm better than everyone and everything. And then I also made fun of her baby name. Because her baby name that she wanted was, I'm not joking, Navaria. And what I said was, it sounds like you're naming your kid after a Pokemon, and it's going to come out of the womb and it can only say its name. That's all it will be able to say. And that's all I could think of, and I laughed for 20 minutes at myself.
I mean, yeah, I can kind of see that as a Pokemon thing.
Exactly.
It honestly doesn't sound like an awful name, though.
Navaria.
Okay, I can kind of
Navaria, go! That's all I could think of. So, yeah, those were directed at me. I don't actually think I'm better than everyone. Deep down, I do, but I'm not going to let you guys know that. So
people who act like they're better than everyone, though, I can't stand it.
That's actually the next one. People who act like they're all that, but they're not. And he spelled "they're" wrong both times.
So they're not.
Yeah. So yeah, I get that, but I feel like for me, I feel like I act like a tool a lot of the time, and it's because I have a very low self-esteem. Esteem. Self-esteem. I say that all the time, and I don't understand. I think I'm retarded. I have a very low self-esteem, and so I compensate by acting like I am much better than everyone else. And I feel like if somebody acts like that, it's because they're suffering from the same thing,
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of like compensating. Like, people who are like that, they just try to, since they feel bad about themselves, they try to make themselves look better to everybody else. I mean, it makes sense. But at the same time, when people just, like, put themselves above everybody else when it comes to, like, anything, and they just try to, like, isolate themselves and say they're better, then that's where it gets to me a little bit.
And there are some people that legitimately think they're better than you. And they probably are, but they just in their brain, it's probably because their parents told them that they were something special, but they're actually not, and they're probably good at sports or academics, and so that makes them think that they're cool, and their parents are all proud of them, and grandma and grandpa are proud of them, but they are not, and they're going to be working a dead-end job as soon as they get out of high school, so don't let them get to you.
Yeah, and there's actually a thing, so in political science, we were listening to David McCullough Jr. He was giving a commencement speech at a high school graduation, and he actually talked about that. He said, like, everyone's parents, they always tell them, you're special, like, you hear your whole life, you're special, like, all the time. And really nobody's special. Like he said, even if you're 1 in a million, there's 7,000 other people just like you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you're not special. I mean, you might have some unique characteristics, but in reality, they're not really unique. Like, there's other people that have the same thing.
You are not born special, is what. You can make yourself something, but you do not get born into a world where it is set for you to be something. You know, you got to do it yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to make yourself special. You got to make yourself stand out throughout your life. You're not just special, you know? Mm-hmm. So that was a good one. And this one says, when you're walking in the hallway and someone stops right in front of you.
Oh.
That happens to me quite often. And I've almost committed a heinous act against a majority of people because they stop in the middle of the hallway. And it's like, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I'm going to hurt you or say something that will make you feel bad about yourself. And you deserve it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's really annoying when people do that. Most of the time, I mean, they're stopping for a reason. I don't think it's to try to make you mad.
They're just dumb.
I just try to just avoid it and just go around, but it is so annoying, and sometimes I just can't stand it.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot at our school. We're kind of congested. Our school's not built for all the kids that we have.
We have like 300 kids at our
Exactly.
school. It's
Dude,
like
but sometimes it gets super bad in the halls. Once in a while, there will be too many people, and I always turn to whoever I'm walking with and say, we need another plague.
Yeah, but that's true. Like sometimes it just depends on the period, but sometimes like they'll just be like a swarm of middle schoolers just all going down.
All right,
the hallway.
so the next one
is
is this kid said getting cut off mid-sentence.
Oh, okay. That got me.
Of the year! Wow! Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kendall Gardner, everybody. I'm going to be something someday. My mommy and daddy told me.
That made me so mad. I was like, are you just like trying to disregard exactly what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, we're going into this next one right here. Cutting people off mid-sentence.
Oh, baby. All right. Okay, finish your thought. I had to be a jerk.
I honestly don't remember now because that was too good.
Okay, getting cut off mid-sentence. How did that make you feel just barely?
It made me pretty pissed off. I'm not going to lie.
Good. That was the thing I was going for, you know?
Like, when people cut you off mid-sentence, they're literally telling you that what you're saying does not matter to them whatsoever, and their thing is so much better.
Yeah.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but if you do that, you suck. All right, moving on. Somebody said when your girl says you don't have to worry about a different guy, but then replaces you with that G.
Oh. That's rough.
I'm sorry, dude.
Do I know who said that?
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. When you get left undelivered, but you know they're on their phone. Sorry, you can go.
No,
don't want to cut you off mid-sentence there. Sorry.
We said it at the same time. You can go ahead.
This happens to me quite often, you know. You wouldn't think it because, you know, but I get left on delivered. I get left on read. I have people say, stop trying to contact me. Get away from my kids. It's just endless torture, me trying to talk to people. And that's why I've just blocked everyone. And I just get rid of everybody from my life is because stuff like this happens to me, and I don't like it.
I feel like I kind of need some context on that get away from my kids one.
It was at a circus. I was talking to these kids, just friendly, asking them about the clown, because he was riding this elephant, and I was like, kids, what do you think of that clown riding the elephant? And this lady, she doesn't understand. I'm just trying to talk to him, and she said, get away from my kids. And I was like, all right. And
how old were they?
9, probably 9, 8, 7.
Oh, okay.
4, one of those. Just in that range.
Just one of those.
One
Somewhere
of the
between
ranges.
1 and 18.
They were kids. All right, moving on. Sorry, we got to crunch time here. It's already 6:50, but we're going to keep going for a little bit.
All right.
Squeaky shoes on a wet day. Let me talk about this one because I understand where you're coming from, and if they're oblivious to their squeakiness, then they're dumb. And yeah, that's a pet peeve if they're just going at it and they don't understand that they're being loud. But if somebody is aware and they're trying to be as quiet as they can, but there's still a little squeak, it's kind of nostalgic for me. It reminds me of like a rainy day in elementary. It kind of soothes me, you know.
Mm-hmm. The thing I just can't get is the 7th and 8th graders. They just freaking, they just go in there. They just squeak away as loud as they possibly can. That's when it gets to me.
I like that totally. Yeah, 7th graders suck. We were talking about like sending the school into war because, you know, World War III, and we were talking about the draft just barely. And I was like, I would never send any of the 7th graders from our school into battle.
Oh, they would kill each other.
They would not be able to lift the gun, and if they did, they would fire it once and they would be KO'd, knocked out to the ground. And then Iran would just sweep us, man. It would be bad.
That would be bad.
Okay, next one. When I'm trying to have a convo with someone and they're on their phone not listening at all. This is kind of the same with like being cut off. Talene's doing it to me now. It's kind of the same thing as being cut off. It's like you're just telling the person that you don't care. And if you don't care, then you know, if what they're saying isn't interesting, then go ahead, get on your phone and be like, you are not an interesting person. And maybe they'll find more interesting things to say. Maybe it'll better them, you know.
Yeah, but you should give them a chance, at least.
I'm just being the devil's advocate on this podcast, dude. I'm sorry.
You definitely are. And I'm just trying to justify what you're saying to the audience here, our like 5-person audience.
Yeah. I wonder what our analytics are. We don't have time to talk about that. Okay. Yeah. When you wake up and your alarm goes off and in 2 minutes, when you wake up and your alarm goes off in 2 minutes, so you close your eyes and the next thing you know, it goes off. Do you know that feeling?
Oh, yeah, I definitely know that feeling. I always sleep the best when my alarm is going off in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you wake up. The best is when you wake up and there's like 6 hours until your alarm goes off and you're like, yes, dude.
No, that's the worst because then I can't go back to sleep.
That's my prime. That's like my happy place. It's just the middle of the night listening to some podcast. But then the opposite end of the spectrum, if you wake up and it's like 5:28 and you're like, dude, my alarm is about to go beeping in 2 minutes. I'm going to lose my mind, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's horrible. When people talk down to you or say buddy, that is the most demeaning. If you call another man bud or buddy, it's just you're asserting your dominance and you're saying you are less than me.
Mm-hmm. Unless if their name is Bud Randall, but
I guess if their name is Bud or Buddy, but if they're not named that, then don't call them that. Call them sir or man. Don't call them Bud. That's demeaning.
Or just call them by their name.
Or call me by my name. You know. All right, I think we skipped over a few because some of them sucked.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty that are awful.
We don't have a lot of time. When people say K, when they're texting, that's horrible. I don't like when people say K. It's like, what are you trying to say? Like, is that a good K or a bad K? You can't read it.
I don't try to read into it. It's just there's no reading into it, so you just leave it alone. And
this happened to me the other day. People, they'll like I was talking to some person in the DMs, you know, and they liked my reply, and then they didn't say anything after that. Am I supposed to reply to that? Is that supposed to be like a reply, or are they just saying, don't talk to me?
I don't know. It's always so awkward when people do that.
I feel like it's the latter. I feel like they're like, I don't want to talk to you, but I don't want to tell you that, so I'm going to like this and see if you just stop talking to me. So I did.
Yeah, anytime like I accidentally like somebody's message, I just get this feeling of dread, like, oh no, what did I just do? And
it's fine if you send something after, but if you just like it, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to reply to you or leave you unread. I don't understand. And I'm sorry if I piss you off. It's your fault. Stop being dumb and just talk like a normal person. And if the person that I was talking to is listening to this right now, I'm not calling you dumb. I'm saying I was confused.
You were going to call them dumb, though.
Yeah. All right. We're going to wrap this up because we went way past what I wanted to. But this was a good time, dude. This was a good pod.
I mean, I showed up a few minutes into it, but it was good.
There was nothing interesting. It was just me being stupid like usual, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's been happening for 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to wrap this up. See you guys next week. We're going to try and get on a schedule because that's ridiculous just not post in 2 months, and that's my bad. 100% my fault. So we're going to buckle down and get these things pumping, and you know, go follow me on Instagram at Kendall Brock. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kendall Gardner. Follow me on Twitter at Gardner Brock. Go get your merch, teespring.com/stores/KG Collective. Link is going to be in the bio of like literally any Instagram of mine. All right, I'm done.
All right. I mean, I don't have nearly as much of a plug as Brock, but go follow my Instagram, Dawson Thelin, THELIN. That's basically it. I don't know.
All right. I'm going to go home and work out, and then I'm going to film an intro to a video, and then I'm going to film the video next Wednesday, so you're probably not going to get a video still until a long time, like a week, like another week.
Nice.
All right. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to do more stuff like this. I think I want to do one where it's like unpopular opinions, and we talk about those.
Ooh, unpopular opinions. That's going to be...
If you guys can hit us with some unpopular opinions, that would be fun.
That's going to create some controversy, probably.
Baby, that's so good. That's so classic. All right, bye, guys. Love you.
Yeah, see ya.